Hello, beautiful people out there in the world. How are you beautiful people feeling today, beautiful people? Beautiful people, listen. A whole new year has begun, beautiful people. And as a result of that fact, we're going to have to decide, beautiful people. We're going to have to make a decision. We're going to have to come to an agreement, beautiful people, how we are going to live, beautiful people. Are we going to live in fear, or are we going to live in faith, through faith? I love you too. Thank you. Frank Anderson on YouTube. Thank you, beautiful people. They're resounding and they're sounding, and I am loving it. I'm loving every minute of it, beautiful people. We're going to have to decide what we are going to do, and we're going to have to decide how we're going to do it. This is a whole new year we've never seen before, 2022. And we don't know what they're going to do next, beautiful people. We don't know how we're going to, whether or not we're going to be infringed upon, how we're going to be imposed on. We don't even know. We don't know what's going to happen next, beautiful people. They're making movies like The Purge, and then they had the mitigated gall and the audacity to put a series out like that. You got people out here purging. They're going around in train stations, killing people by the dozens and by nines and tens and dozens, and in schools and in businesses, beautiful people. We're going to have to decide in 22 how we're going to live, beautiful people. And it can't be both. It can't be fear and it can't be faith, beautiful people. We don't know what's going to happen next. You're going to have to make a choice, beautiful people. Fear will kill you, as I stated before, and faith will heal you, beautiful people. And we're going to have to decide, how you doing, miss? We're going to have to decide which direction are we going to go? Which way are we going to choose, beautiful people? One way we choose, we're going to lose, and the other way we choose, beautiful people, we're going to diffuse and refuse, beautiful people. And then when you do that, beautiful people, for the good and for what's right, you're going to be known as the resistance, beautiful people. But beautiful people, we're going to just have to decide what we're going to do. Are we going to hand over tomorrow's generation, if this world is still in existence, or to the next generation? Are we going to hand them over a world full of fear, beautiful people? Is that what we're going to hand over to them? Are we going to hand over to them a world filled with faith, not afraid to interact with one another, sharing love, kind words, and smiles, beautiful people? We're going to have to decide how that's going to be, beautiful people. We're going to have to decide if that is, in fact, is what we want to be, beautiful people. But one thing is for certain, beautiful people, we cannot continue to go on the way that we're going and the way that it is going, beautiful people, and think that it's okay, beautiful people. Beautiful people, it's the truth that sets you free, beautiful people. It's when you're not being told the truth, beautiful people. That's when you're not free. That's why it's important, beautiful people, that we make decisions for ourselves, that we think for ourselves, that we live our lives for ourselves, beautiful people. One way or the other, none of us are going to be here forever, beautiful people. None of us are going to be here forever. And we're going to have to decide, what are we going to pass on? How we're going to represent. How are we going to present, beautiful people? We're going to have to decide. We're going to have to sit down, beautiful people, because they're not sitting down and talking to us, and they're not sitting down and talking to our children. We're just being thrown into stuff, beautiful people. And every 20 years, they implement something. Something is being implemented different, beautiful people, than was implemented before. Beautiful people, like when I was growing up, You know, there was shoes that were called Wallabies. And if any of you all around from my age, from the baby boomer age, you know what that was. Wallabies, Tom McGann's, that kind of thing. Every 20 years, they take that shoe, that item, those shoes or those clothes, and give it a different name to the next generation who have come up, who without your consent, who don't know what that is. Beautiful people. And as a result of that fact, as opposed to talking to our children a certain way or teaching them a certain way, training up at them in a certain way that they should go, and when they're old, they won't depart, they trust the system so much, they believe that it is actually what they say or what they said that it is, because beautiful people, we have been trained to think that, you know, wealthy and successful people and of people who you have made famous, you know, knows what's best. So they use them to advertise that stuff under another name or under another fictitious identity to state what it is, when you know it was another name when you were growing up. So that basically, because they trust and believe what was given to them through and by the media, beautiful people, or through and by entertainment, that null and voids what you knew when you were growing up. And sometimes we just succumb to that, and we just don't say nothing. Time out for not saying nothing. Time out for not being heard. It's time to be heard, beautiful people. It's time to be heard, and it's time to be understood, beautiful people. You better lift up your voice and sing. Till earth and heaven ring. You better sing, beautiful people. You better lift up your voice and open up your mouth, beautiful people. Without a doubt, with no room for doubt. Sit down and talk to your children, beautiful people. Sit down and talk to them about right and what's wrong, beautiful people. Help your children to understand so that they won't be confused. Beautiful people, as I stated before, and I state some more, you cannot fix what can never be broken, or what's not broken and has never been broken. You cannot fix family. You cannot fix love. You cannot fix kind words, and you cannot fix smiles, beautiful people. They are ongoing. They are continuance. Beautiful people, they are forever. Beautiful people. Now, if you're divided, if we're socially divided, we can't share love, kind words, and smiles. Beautiful people, I don't know what social distancing is. Forgive me, but I don't. Beautiful people, I don't know what that is. Beautiful people, I socialize up close and personal. Beautiful people. And some of you say, well, you might get sick or you might catch something. It ain't my time to go. I ain't going nowhere. If it's my time to go, I'm gone, okay? But if it ain't my time to go, I'm not going to live in fear of that taking place, that happening, or that occurring. I'm not going to do that. Beautiful people. I'm not going to live in fear of the unknown. I'm not going to do it. I refuse to live in fear of the unknown, beautiful people. Like I said before, what's meant to be is going to be. I choose to love. I choose to, I choose to, beautiful people, interact with you, beautiful people. I choose to spend time with you, beautiful people. Beautiful people. I'm not going to live with any regrets. I'm not going to live with any I wish I could have, should have, and would have. But I didn't. Beautiful people. Because I allowed someone else to do my thinking and my decision making for me. I best do that myself. I got that. I can do that, beautiful people. I'd rather love you all and treat you right. Because if you all keep social distancing and ain't nobody spending time with each other, loving each other, and sharing kind words and smiles, what you think gonna happen? You're gonna get depressed, you're gonna get lonely, you're gonna get upset, and you're gonna take matters into your own hands and make wrong decisions. And you're going to have plenty of time to think about how you could have did it a different way. But to all you beautiful people out there in the world, come smile with me and let's smile together. Frank Anderson, Kind Words and a Smile on YouTube. Hit that thumbs up and hit that subscribe button. Have a smile.